Now, I did want to take the opportunity for Jim and Josh, if you could come up here for a moment. You know, each year that when we have elections, we want to give our deacon candidates an opportunity to just tell a little bit about themselves and their personal testimony. We think that's good that you should know some of their, you know, where they came from as well as, you know, how they met Christ. And so I'm going to ask Jim and Josh if they would share that for us tonight.
As was mentioned, I'm Jim Keel, and my wife Sue and I were missionaries for 15 years in Peru from 1980 to 1995. Previously, I was an MK, grew up in Japan. My folks were missionaries there. And then the team asked my dad to come back and be candidate secretary. And so we grew up in Elmhurst, and that's where we resided for a number of years in a missions-minded church there. When we came back in '96, we were looking for a church in which to be members and to serve. And my boys were invited by the bachelor boys to the youth group here at First Baptist, and they liked it. And so Sue and I were talking, and we thought, wow, if they like it, maybe we should, start attending First Baptist. I think we could handle it okay. And so just sitting under the ministry and the preaching of Pastor Mike, it's just been a cross that we have to bear, because of that. But we've been, yes. I was a deacon in 2006 to 2009, and then after that they asked if I would be willing to serve again. But we thought we were going back to the mission field. But as it turned out, God closed the door. And so I was thinking, well, if we're going to be here in the States, I'm willing to serve. If there's an opening in the deacon board, I'm willing to serve. And so I'm looking forward to 3 more years of, faithfully, carrying out the duties that a deacon has of ministering in the spiritual area of the church. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jim. Josh, your name already came up.
Yeah. All right, Josh, my wife Ruth, we have 3 girls, Julia, Sarah, and Leah. And I'm a MK too, as well, like Jim said. He was, not to Japan though, to Brazil. So you guys are very familiar with our last name, the Bachelors. I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, which my parents were missionaries there before they went to Brazil. And then we moved to Brazil when I was 6, and we've been going back and forth ever since, and ended up marrying a Brazilian woman, so kind of grew on me. You could say I'm a product of First Baptist because I was in a cause is when I really gave my life to Christ. Growing up, you always say, yes, I do, but it wasn't until a retreat with the cause with Rob Yonan and company that I really felt, okay, this is serious. That's when I gave my life to Christ. So do I get extra bonus points for that? There you go. I've served also here on the missions committee a couple years ago. Been part of the ministry, the children's ministries, teaching there with them as well. And now I'm excited to be a part of the deacon board. I figured maybe if one bachelor can handle it, then another one can too. My brother's on the board too, so we're excited.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, I didn't call up Andy Howard or Victor Rozier because they were interviewed last year. They gave their testimony last year, so we didn't mean that. That's not. I'm not trying to leave them out. I just thought that you wanted to meet those that are new to the board, and so Victor and Andy will be serving a second term